idea popped into my head why I shouldn't open a candy store, and I just went ahead.
When you first started out, there were a lot of people who said to you, Mr. Klein, you're not going to make money on nuts and candy.
Yes, they came in, they never saw such a thing. Somebody opened up a store, just nuts and candy, and selling it in bulk. He told me, you won't be selling potato chip, you're not selling cookies. Came over to me, you will never make it. This was the most experienced salesperson in the Jewish market came over to me and told me that.
So how did you expand? What was your key to success?
I saw a niche, I saw opportunity, I saw the people were excited, I saw I was selling a product, people were coming in, people were happy, people came in every Friday, people came in the middle of the week, people came in, why don't you do that, why don't you make gifts, why don't you make pekalach, we were so excited you came, why don't you have one in Borough Park, we need something like this, we don't have something like this. And from there, things just took over.
One thing you said, that you listen to your customers. How important do you think it is from stores today to be listening to what people are saying and to give that customer service over to people?
I also thought that when I came into Borough Park, the Borough Park people, Long Island maybe they need more attention, and Borough Park they don't need. I think customer service is the number one thing that there is out there. It's the most successful thing that a business can have when an owner is there and is involved with the customer, or to have the right people to give customer service. Everyone needs it. They don't want somebody screaming at you. They don't want somebody telling them. They want somebody to help you. Sometimes they're tough. Sometimes they bring in the outside issues into the store. You have to know how to deal with it. But customer service is the most important thing that makes it or breaks it.
Was there ever a time where you just really saw, a certain hashkacha pratis or a guidance in the business?
Yeah, I had an amazing story. There was years ago, I had the stores, I was working, and I wasn't making any money. I was losing even after Purim. After I paid all my bills, I saw something is going on. I'm not making any money. Didn't know what's going on. I stopped trusting anyone, stopped trusting anyone counting the cash. I gave it over to my wife to do it. After that, I read an article in the Mishpacha, innocently, it was speaking about the sofer. He wasn't making any parnasa, he didn't have the best handwriting, but he couldn't make it. It said there that one day he's going to take masa from all his money. I figured to myself, I'm also taking masa, I'm giving masa away of tzedaka from all the money that I do. But he said, no, he said, started taking every week, even if he didn't make. Whatever he made, he took masa. And he saw such brachas in that after a while, somebody came over to him that he should write a Sefer Torah for him. That's the biggest thing for a sofer to do, that he gets to be able to write a Sefer Torah. Started taking that. It didn't take a week. I didn't trust anyone. It wasn't the country. I took up the money and we started counting it. And I saw one of the stores was missing. Every time was minusing. Make the long story short, somebody was robbing me. One of the managers in the store was literally stealing from me. I approached them afterwards and, we straightened it out, but I lost a lot of money and I lost a lot of trust. But Baruch Hashem, I started taking masa, and my wife has an envelope. There isn't a penny that goes out that she doesn't put right away in masa into the envelope. And I contribute the biggest hatzlacha that I had was from that day on. I paid off all my choivos and I expanded. After that, I started Cedars. After that, I opened up Flatbush, and then I expanded on the web.
So you would say one of your biggest keys to success has been making sure to give the meiser?
Yes.
When I started here, we used to send out between 10 and 20 orders a day. We used to go around in the store, we used to package them, scoop it out of the shelves and send it out to customers. The counter was like serving the customer as he would come into the store, we tried to serve him. I mean, in a very short while, we just expanded our business tremendously, and we didn't fit into the store anymore. We had to move into a warehouse. And today we are in an office with over 10 customer service agents and a huge warehouse just processing orders. We send out thousands of orders a month. It's just unbelievable what the online business helped Onuts to become.
You have now a website which enables you to reach out to not just Brooklyn, not just the tri-state area, but everywhere throughout the country. How has that taken off for you?
That is a tremendous growth, and it gives me much pleasure that I can see packages going to Colorado, Minnesota. You see so many shidduchim, so many different places, outreach places that they would never be able to get merchandise like that for Hanukkah or Nash, whatever they need, in any color, in any design, for any wedding, for any simcha, that you get the feel that you can help out so many people and they can have the same shopping experience that somebody would have in a community like in the tri-state area.
So it's really taken off for you.
It's taken off very, very, very strong. Even in the secular market, it's very, very strong. But
people are into the kosher candies and
in the color and the themes and the different stuff. It's like interesting, like, you know, you take a kosher business and you see like where your customers is and how you're selling like nationally. It's very, very interesting. Like if I would see like eBay is buying like 1 million jelly beans to put on the logos in one of the places, and they would come to a Heimische company based out of Brooklyn that somebody started, you know. It's something that I would never think of.
How did Onuts get started?
I was a young man. I came out of Koilel, and Baruch Hashem, I had a house full of kids, and I needed to do something for Parnassa. The idea popped into my head why I shouldn't open a candy store, and I just went ahead. Didn't have too much resources, didn't have money at all. So I started. I took the smallest place that I could have found. I found the store off Avenue J.
Not even on Avenue J, just
not off. I wouldn't be able to afford Avenue J. I went off Avenue J. I didn't even have money to put up a sign. I didn't have money to make shelving. I had a little bit money. Renovated the store nice, and I put up some slat ball.
And when you started, did you have any idea that this operation could lead into something massive, or were you just thinking, I'm going to make a little store and just see where it goes?
I was so naive. I opened up my business 2 weeks after Purim for Pesach.
And for you now, Purim is one of the most intense seasons of the year.
Purim, I basically focus all year. I have a warehouse that I have for all year Purim. I buy my baskets already middle of the summer to have enough merchandise to run me on Purim.
So how did it develop from this storefront, this storefront right off of Avenue J?
First of all, right over there, you know, there were days like in middle of the summer that maybe I was standing all day by the register. If I would have to hire somebody, it wouldn't come in the money to pay the worker. So I was standing there all day, but I never gave up. You know, if I have to be there from 10 to 7, I wouldn't close a minute before 7. I was dedicated, and Baruch Hashem, you know, and afterwards I didn't even have money for a sign. I put up a sign. I saw business doubled. People didn't even know I'm there.